Hi, today's good person to know is Dee Blick. She's a marketing expert with 31 years marketing experience and a best-selling author too. Dee's talk was on how you can become an expert in your field if you followed her 8 simple steps. Well, they take quite a long time to do, but if you can master these, there's no reason why you can't be an expert too. Dee says to remove your modesty blinkers, to do a seek audit, to get out of your comfort zone, to find your tribe and then to reach out to that tribe, to prepare assets that sell you, to be tenacious, and finally to write a book, which, as we know, Dee's done. If you want to take that giant leap from being a practitioner to being an expert, then really this video is perfect for you because Dee explains it in so much more detail. I hope you enjoy this video and thank you for watching.
I am a fellow of the Chartered Institute of Marketing. I've got 31 years of marketing experience. Most of it's been spent working with small businesses. I'm a best-selling author. I've written 4 books. I found that I was able to document this expert status into kind of 8 stages. You know yourselves that so much is about hard work, tenacity, passion, commitment, and making mistakes. But what I will say to you unequivocally is that if you follow these 8 stages and get your arse into gear and really work at it, you can become a genuine, sought-after expert for which there are many benefits. Step 1 is, by God, do I want you to remove your modesty blinkers. It doesn't matter that there are people out there that know more than you. It doesn't matter at all, because I tell you why. You're going to get your own tribes. You're going to get people that will follow you because they know, like and respect you, and your message is worth sharing. One of my books, The Ultimate Small Business Marketing Book, it's taken 3.5 years and it's still gripping to the top 3 on Amazon in marketing books. There are over about 3,000 marketing books on Amazon. That means there are 3,000 marketing experts out there. So if I was to say, oh, Doe, I can't do it, there are people that know more than me. Remove those modesty blinkers, they do not serve you well. Step number 2, I want you to do what I call a seek audit, S-E-E-K. An audit of your skills, your experience, your expertise and your knowledge. I want you to sit down and think, chuffing heck, I really am worthy of being an expert. Look at all my skills. By God, look at all my expertise, my experience, my knowledge. Write it all down. Sell yourself to yourself. But what I also want you to do is identify the gaps. What are the little gaps and how am I going to plug them? At this stage as well, I want you to think about what is it I'm going to become an expert at. The next step is about stepping out of your comfort zone. Experts tend not to be shrinking violets. Genuine experts have to do what I'm doing now. They have to risk ridicule and rejection. They have to stand on stages. So I want you to identify what's holding you back in your comfort zone. The next stage that I want you to think about in your expert status is find your tribes. And you've got to ask the following questions. Who do I want to reach? Be as detailed as possible about each group, each little tribe that you want to reach. Why? So who do I want to reach? Why do I want to reach them? But you need to be really clear about who your starving crowds are, because you're putting a lot of effort and energy in this. You're not the overnight, make $1 million in your sleep. You're the genuine, real deal. The next step is how do I reach them? Little seminar room, 20 people there. A nice informal 20-minute seminar. It gave me the confidence for the bigger stuff. Don't underestimate the compelling power of public speaking in building your expert status. It goes way beyond this room. I went to the local papers and said, you need business pages. There are lots of small businesses in the Horsham area. Why are you not having great marketing information? They said, well, we haven't got anybody. You have now. So I started out with community radio. It's pre-recorded. You can even say to them, do you mind asking me these questions? But it's a great starting point. Think about your own blog. Be different. Really use your blog to talk about things that your audience will appreciate, and then use social media to drive them to your blog. A great way of putting your name on the map. I always believe we've got to do it. Nobody's out there in those early days going, my God, Dee, I want you. So what I did, I ran 3 seminars that would really push my expertise out into the big wide world. So think about how you can disseminate your expertise. I want you to think about what would be in your expert plan. So think about what blogs could I contribute to? What tips could I write? What content could I put on my website? And if you start small like I did, upgrade it. Next thing that I want you to do is prepare some very good assets that sell you. What you have to do is be match fit to go out there and be that expert. So you need a little biography that tells people how great you are. So your short biography is your reward for writing great content that you're pushing out through blog sites or in printed publications. You need a long biog, about 200 to 300 words. That's your speaker biog. The great thing about having a prepared speaker biog, by God does that promote your expert status. I also prepare what's called a credentials document. So when I'm being asked to speak at a big event, they tend to come to me and say, we're really interested in you speaking at our event, Dee. Can you tell us a little bit more about yourself? It's 2 pages long. It's got a summary of where I've spoken. It's got a summary of my qualifications, the blogs I write for, the printed publications that I write in. These communications, your little biog, your big one, your credentials, they are your arm's length brand ambassadors. Step 7 is about being tenacious and being in it for the long haul. Life is not smooth. It's not meant to be smooth. You're going to have to back yourself, your skills and your expertise big time. You're going to have to be confident and tenacious and pick yourself up when you get whacked round the face with a bit of rejection. Be tenacious and in it for the long haul, because again, what you have to share is well worth sharing. Step number 8 on building your expert status: write a book. Agonise over the content. Scope out your big idea. What's the purpose of your book? Connect again with your readers. And the great thing about this whole expert status exercise is that you know who your readers are, because these are the tribes that you connected to in the first place to talk about your expert status. When you write a book, think about readers connecting with what you have to say and not about making money. I have never in my life written any of my books to make money or to be famous.
How many of these steps have you already covered or are you currently doing? The process won't take so long if you're already halfway there. You have to build a reputation for yourself, but once you do, I'm sure like Dee, you'll reap the benefits for all your efforts too. So do subscribe to see more videos, and thanks for watching.